This is terrifying to see my big space on this big screen. Happy Monday, everybody. Yes, it's me, Heather, of the Broadway Fan Club podcast. And I am so very excited to say we have a special guest co-host today. My one dear friend, because I have plenty, but this dear friend came to the rescue at the last moment as Amber is not feeling well. But please help me welcome the one and only Alan Seals.
Oh, hello. I'm one and only.
The one and only. Good Lord. Good
What?
Lord. You are, let me tell you, you have been a saving grace and a wonderful sounding board. And I'm not sucking up to you because you run the network, but it's true. Hello. But yes, look, see, Chris and I were talking about you today. Thank you, Chris Levy. Welcome, Alan. Yes. It's wonderful.
Welcome. Good to be here.
Yes, you're the mastermind behind Broadway Podcast Network. You run the theater podcast. You're my sounding board. So thank you for being here. I'm excited and unseen to the masses, but backstage we have the one and only Casey, and she is helping us run stuff in the back end just to get it out to the masses. But we're here. We're probably going to do a little bit of a mini-sode because there's a lot of news just to kind of shove in. But Alan, did you do anything exciting over the past weekend, the last couple of days? See anything new? You've got a very busy agenda.
I saw Bug recently.
You did?
And Masquerade.
Okay. You finally got to Masquerade.
My first time seeing Masquerade and then Bug. I saw, it was a day or two before opening. I saw one of the final previews. Yeah.
Okay. So many people know I'm obsessed with Phantom and I love Masquerade. Going into it, were you a Phantom fan? Are you a fan, or was it just kind of going blinded?
I enjoy the show. The music is there's two Weber shows that I grew up hearing nonstop because my mother played them on her vinyl, which one is Phantom and one is Cats.
Okay.
And so just that downbeat is iconic. It brings back so much nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's I'm like, oh, I'm trying.
It like shakes through your body.
And the organ and everywhere. Yeah. So going into it, like, I love Phantom. I love the reimagining of Phantom. I love that we're going into this phase now. Hopefully it's a phase, like the Jellicle Ball, of reimagining the stuff that like your parents' love to listen to. You know what I mean? So yes, your parents. Well, yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber for the win. So you went in kind of blind, not knowing the immersion of it, but you had a little bit of here and there. Well, I knew it was immersive, and I purposely try not to research too much before I see something because I want to be surprised. I can't watch TV anymore without saying that's a drone shot. Oh, that's a dolly shot. I wonder if they're using a gimbal. I take myself picking it apart, and the more I can go in and pay attention to the story because I don't know it, the more I will enjoy something. Okay, so who was your pulse? So every different track, every different cast is considered a pulse. Do you remember who your pulse was? Mine was Nick Walker. Of course. And and just one of my favorite dudes in general. Yes. He's also got a podcast on the network, which is how we became friends. And I don't know if he saw me. I don't think he saw me in the moment. I texted him afterwards, and I was like, "Did you know you got up all on my grill and were singing full blast in my face?" He was like, "I thought that was you." Well, because he considers himself like the angry Phantom. Like that's how he's been deemed, of this very passionate, almost enraged Phantom. He's a big dude. I'm 6'1" and he's taller than me. And he just comes in he is very much like he is the angry Phantom for sure. And I absolutely agree that I don't know. Whatever you're saying, I agree with. He's great. Yes, and he is that. Well, we love Nick, and I've had some wonderful conversations with him. I actually just re-listened to your podcast episode that you just refreshed on your list of shows. So from 2020. Oh, when I interviewed Nick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was when he went back into Phantom, I re-released that. It just. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of Orlando Fringes ago when he brought Whiskeyland. And now he's been head first into that. So it's been really kind of fun to see that. And then he's been trying to get Go-Go Squeeze is his go-to thing during the show. Did you see this? Mm-mm. So apparently, but this is according to his socials, apparently at all times he has 5 pouches of applesauce hidden in his costuming just to keep applesauce. The Go-Go Squeeze applesauce, the squeezable pouch. Yeah.
And he's like, please don't try to take them for me because this is my sustenance. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I love everybody in the Pulses, but Nick is just what a wonderful man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Did you have any like secret surprise moments? You're like, whoa, or like, oh, that was pretty cool, without picking it apart?
I was surprised at one point when we went onto the roof of the building and walked outside. Mm-hmm. I was like, I was not expecting that. We were like, getting going around the flow, and oh god, and then the circus, the carnival scene with the lady with the like the real sideshow lady. I was like, oh, I can't watch.
And the fire breather.
And the fire breather and wow. Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that some of our masquerade members, like our group members, actually have their condo looking directly over the rooftop. And they had a Phantom of the Opera themed wedding in France, and they're obsessed, and they did not know when they've lived there for a while, but they did not know that when they moved there that this was happening. So every night they sit, and they'll post photos every once in a while. They'll sit and have like their glass of wine and watch the rooftop scenes.
Well, is there normally a scene outside? Because it was slightly rainy when I was there, and we just kind of walked through it.
They have, from what I've understood, there's like 5 different weather options. We did the same thing. It was kind of misty, rainy. So they do actually have the rooftop scene. Did you have the scene, and I won't give too much away, but did you have the scene where you were inside and there was like the wall of glass that it looked like it was looking out to the rooftop?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that would be the scene that'd be performed up on top. So from what I understand, there were some multiple tracks for safety and for weather. But yeah, it was still really cool that we're able to go through the experience of the rooftop. But there was a full rooftop scene. We've seen several members share videos while they're waiting outside, and you just see the Phantom shadow and silhouette outside.
That is very cool.
I know. So I want to go back. It was just, you have that moment, and yes, that downbeat like hit me in my soul, and I was crying the minute I walked in. I'm like, this is not a normal reaction, but it was so beautiful. Good, I'm glad that you got to enjoy that.
It was cool because I knew the story, I knew the characters, right? It was different from Sleep No More.
Yes.
And I saw a production of Then She Fell probably 15 years ago. Alice in Wonderland. Mm-hmm. But to have it be so true to the story. And have it be acted like literally. When I was in Carlotta's dressing room, when they split us in two, and I was in Carlotta's dressing room, and I'm leaning against the one of the tables on the side, and I'm like, I'm out of the way. I'm gonna. And then she comes and just like sits down literally right next to me, and continues to deliver the scene, and hands me the note she reads. So I walked away with.
You got a note?
I got a note, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like. It was weird to be that close to live performances without being. Literally like shoulder to shoulder she's performing. It was just great.
Or she has like somebody spray like the ointment into her mouth, and but there's different things, and it is really unique how they split everybody up, and you don't really realize it. But I was a Sleep No More girl. I did Life and Trust. They were like, to me, I'm a video gamer. I know you like that too, but it was like that open world concept where you could kind of go explore and happen upon something. And then with Masquerade, they're just escorting you through the scenes, but it's still very immersive, and you're living through the story. And I love that that's where theater is right now.
Yeah, me too.
So tell me about Bug.
Oh man, that is makes you think. How far are you willing to go to not just be lonely in this world? It was terribly impactful in a good way.
But I like shows that make you think.
Well, they do, yeah. And I mean, I've been a Carrie Coon fan for a long time.
Sure.
Absolutely, like just both performances were absolutely incredible, and the way it was done, it was very. Nothing was gratuitous, and it was just extreme. Everything. It was just like they both started at 1 and went beyond 10 to a 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. And this kind of mental health sort of stuff, I mean, it's real, it's out there. And to see it performed like this by them, it was a very good show.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that. Yeah, I spent the weekend. We had the Orlando Fringe Winter Mini Fest. So generally the festival that is 13 days long is shoved into 4. So I'm very exhausted.
How does that work? The math is not mathing.
So there were only 20 shows and those were curated. But it started Thursday and it ended last night. So the the award show was at 11 o'clock last night. Hence why I sound and look like this. But it was good because, you get it. You're in New York every day of your life. But when you get those big boosts of theater, and my social battery was really drained, but it was so invigorating to go and see constant theater for 4 days straight. Yeah. So it was good. And it's inspiring because it's all, original works of art. People are putting stuff together. I'm producing my first show at the Orlando Fringe this upcoming May. I'm very excited. Yay. After 21 years. So it's good. So it's interesting to kind of see all the things. I'm going to shout to comments first. 21. Yeah, right. Yeah. I know. I started this when I was 0. Christopher Levy said, should we discuss the Carrie Coon interview and all the things in that, or at least the issue of producers being so celebrity obsessed in casting?
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Would you like to discuss that?
Do you know what he's talking about?
I stay far away from drama in the drama world. Why don't you discuss it?
There was an interview. Christopher? What was it? Wasn't a Broadway World. It was a not. I think it was an outlet that was more than just theater. Anyway, but
CBS Sunday.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was something more nationally. And the guy asked her, did you ever think you would be on Broadway, or what do you think about being on Broadway? And she was kind of upset about not that he asked the question, but she was upset about the fact that she's like, I had to do White Lotus to get on Broadway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what she said. Because you have to be a ticket seller, and me producing my own stuff now as well. Mm-hmm. I've been saying this forever. The economy, the economics don't support this. Don't support
stunt
Broadway.
Casting. No.
Well, it's not just stunt casting. It's like some of the best. Like you were just saying about the Orlando Fringe.
Yeah.
That you're going to see some of the best new works, some great original attempts at stuff that is just some stuff's going to work and some stuff's not going to work and some stuff's going to be amazing. And you're going to take these amazing performances these amazing scripts and have to put them in people who have been in White Lotus and Stranger Things and other stuff because our attention spans are so shooty. Can I say the real word?
You can say absolutely. You can say the real word.
Okay.
It's your network. You going to kick us off for saying shitty? Go ahead.
I didn't know I owned YouTube. Okay.
And YouTube's fine with it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, man, I check my bank account if I own YouTube. That'd be great. No, it's shitty that the fact that you have to compete with so much noise and 3-second attention spans that you have to be able to have somebody in there that's going to draw your attention long enough to want them to pay the astronomically too high prices that it costs to see a show on Broadway in New York City.
Right.
Contrary to another, the West End, where the city supports the arts, the country supports the arts, you have subsidies, and you can sit front row with your favorite celebrity if you even need a celebrity for a show, which you don't, because people love to go see it. And it only costs you 70 or 80, 90 pounds. It's not a $200 or $300
And I was just looking
ticket.
today that the average ticket price for a Broadway show is $134.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I know Stranger Things is going to start to do the $11 tickets, as a giveaway. That's cool. Yeah. We always promise to try to make theater accessible. That's why we have the podcast. We want to bring Broadway and theater to people that don't have that. And I think that's really important to do. That's to make
why
it accessible.
I started mine.
Yeah. You've been doing it a long time. You're over 430 episodes.
Wayne Brady is on this 428.
Oh, see, look, I was close. Yes,
428.
Yeah. I mean, that's a long time that you've been doing this.
Yeah. I mean, it has. I had the benefit of starting before COVID. And I say benefit because everybody and their dog's brother's uncle's sister started a podcast in 2020.
I had a very different podcast before COVID. Yeah.
And everybody all of a sudden pod faded because they're like, I want to be rich overnight, like all these other podcasters that have been doing it forever. And anyway, I digress, but I have the benefit of having the longevity
of it
because I started pre-COVID and now having a fan base that means I don't have to compete with everybody else who is either already a celebrity or starting out. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like you have to. What do you offer if it's something different and unique that nobody else is offering?
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, that's what I ask everybody. They're like, I want to start a podcast. I'm like, what's going to make it different?
What's unique? I know. I had to go through that questioning.
Yeah, I don't know.
For months. 4 months. Well, do you want to dive in? Because I have a whole bunch of casting announcements.
Hit me.
I don't even know if you know of all of these because there's a lot. And they've all been announced in the last couple of days. Except The Death Becomes Her one. We knew it. So Megan had her last day yesterday, the 11th.
Megan Hilty.
Yes, the mother. We just call her mother here. But yes, Megan had her last day yesterday. And Betsy Wolfe is coming in January 16th, which you were at the Joy Media Night that I was at. You had an opportunity to talk to Betsy there too. She's lovely.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know Betsy.
And you've known her for a while.
From the Anne Juliet days. Yeah, she's a nice lady. Oh, Olivia was at Megan's last show. Lucky. Everybody
was showing the recordings. She looks so sad and distraught, but it's just been so much on her.
It's a hard role.
That show is very demanding.
I say this all the time. Broadway is the Olympics of theater.
100%.
And some people are like, oh, really? You just go to the show and you're performing for 3 hours every night. You can't. You got to go on vocal rest, and you can't strain yourself, and you have to watch what you eat for the year of your contract because
you have to do your breathing apparatus and exercises, and make sure that we had Melissa Victor on the show. And we were talking while she was doing Little Shop or her random put-ins, and she's like, I have to take the train and I have to do this breathing exercise and I have to do this and I have to make sure I eat this. There's so much regiment. It's very militarized. It's hard. It's very hard. And we try to encourage people to support understudies and standbys because they are working almost harder at times because they don't know what's happening. They might get a phone call or they might be sitting, in makeup and costuming and, all right, you're on. Coming in halfway through the show. It's crazy.
That happened with Vanessa Williams the other night.
Oh, did it? I didn't hear about that one. In the middle?
She came out, said 2 or 3 lines, and then just stopped and walked off. And then the house lights came up.
Are you saying you said Vanessa Williams? You're talking about Michelle Williams.
Sorry, Michelle Williams. Yeah.
I was like Vanessa Williams over at Devil in West End. Oh, sorry. Michelle Williams. She came out and she left. I've seen it happen before. I saw it happen during Gatsby. But I'm glad that the shows.
Mitchell swing-ons are the best.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love that because you get that. It's a unique experience. We have members of Operation Mincemeat, our fan group, that will play bingo. We used to do understudy bingo and swing bingo all the time. And we love that because it's just so important to keep encouraging them. You never know who's going to be. Jeremy Jordan started off as an understudy.
Oh, and so many people did. Most people did. I mean, Stephanie J. Block was an understudy. She was a princess at Disneyland. Everybody starts somewhere.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, and then they stay, and then they either thrive or find elsewhere. But I like the message, and it's going to sound weird, but I want your opinion on this too. A lot of people have interviews be like, "What's your dream?" And some people are like, "Oh, my dream is to be on Broadway." But now a lot of the community are saying, don't make Broadway your end goal. Make it a stepping stone. Make it a stepping point. What do you think?
Yes. It goes both ways because Broadway is a stepping stone to, and I'll back up a second. When you get known on anything, get known for something good, other opportunities unlock themselves. So if you want to perform, just perform. Broadway doesn't have to be the end all be all. It's a very highly visible platform by which you can then go on to do other things like TV and film and touring and cruise ships and West End and all sorts of things.
Theater camps, whatever.
And literally back to what we were just saying about Carrie Coon, she's always wanted to do theater and never was able to get cast until she became a TV celebrity.
Bizarre.
Which is so bizarre. Yeah. Right. And I think a lot of it has to do with, I guess, what you say yes to.
because I've seen this pattern a lot of times that often people are only as good as the last thing they were seen in, because that's the cognitive association that a director, a producer, a casting agent is going to have. Like, oh, that person just played someone really scary. Well, let's make them, they're good at that. Let's always make them the bad guy.
Right. Yeah. Very pigeonholed.
Yeah. So I really think that, I mean, yes, to answer your question, is it a stepping stone? Yes. Is it the end goal for some people? Look at Carrie. Yeah. Carrie Coon. Right. Yes. She was great TV and film. And all of a sudden, like, her dream of Broadway is finally coming true.
Right. No, I think that's a good way of looking at it too, because it's the community is like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, but there are some people who spend their whole life doing something else and then find their way, and then they have a career on Broadway, or, you know, they're done and they move on to something else. And it's just kind of fascinating to see who goes where.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always interesting to see kind of where people go and where they come from. And it's, yeah, Meryl Streep was on Broadway when she first started. I mean, I did research once. All of the Avengers have done Broadway or off Broadway long before they were big TV.
Right. Yes, that's a fair point, you nerd. Yes. yes, that's true. All right, let's move on to some more casting news. If you're good to move on, Heather's just announced a whole bunch of new casting.
I saw that.
Oh my goodness. So Kate Rockwell is going to be returning to the role as Miss Fleming / Veronica's mom. She was best known for being Karen in Mean Girls, and she got a Drama Desk nomination for that. And then her previous Broadway blondes include Skylar and Bring It On as originating the role, which I saw that show and I loved it. I wish that they would bring that show back, but we'll talk about another show that there's rumors of being brought back that I love even more. Plus Rock of Ages hair and Legally Blonde. Adam Bashian as Ram's dad, Big Bud Dean and Coach Ripper. Jimmy Ray Bennett as Kurt's dad, Veronica's dad, Principal Gowan, and Talia Atala as a drama club drama queen. Huge casting. So that'll be really exciting to see everybody come on in there. I love Bashian because Phantom, but that's just me. So moving on. So Heather's going to have everybody coming through. The casting that kind of surprised me, and I don't know how much you know about this, was the Titanic casting when they come to Broadway. Have you heard much about it?
I saw it and was really surprised. I've asked the producing team for the pitch deck because I want to see the economic model of this show. That's why? Because that's a lot of salary.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of salary in a big house.
Yes.
For an intimate show.
Yes. Now, how many times have you seen Titanic?
Oh, many times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very intimate show. For those who have no idea what we're referencing to these big salaries, Titanic's casting Marlon Mandel, Jim Parsons as Ruth, Deborah Cox as the unsinkable Molly Brown, Frankie Grande as Victor Garber, and Constantine Rosoli as Jack.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, yes. Jim Parsons is a big enough name as is. Then you move on to Deborah Cox and Frankie. Are you kidding?
Like Frankie was in it at the Daryl Roth when it was
very
off
Well, I didn't get a chance to see it. Yes, but still, that's a lot of money.
That is. It's a lot of money. They're going to spend money to redesign the set, I assume, because it's a different theater.
So yeah, because the theater is way bigger, staging is way different.
Yeah, theater's bigger. I mean,
no stadium seating.
Yeah. And that's one I am anxiously excited to see on its feet, along with Jellicle Ball.
You are loving Jellicle Ball.
Oh, I loved it at the PAC.
Can we tell people what you made for Jellicle Ball? Do you want to share?
All right, everyone. I did this as a joke.
It's awesome.
Go to rujellicle.com, and if you click Find Your Jellicle Name, you can take a selfie either on your phone or upload a photo with your webcam or whatever. It's device agnostic. And by the time you get done taking the quiz of what Jellicle you are, it's going to have turned you into a Jellicle cat.
And the website again is?
areyoujelical.com.
Yes, it is. And let's show everybody what it looks like. Yeah, I'm glad that you did that, though, because this is fun. And you seem to be really good at it. areyoujelical.com. Discover your inner Jellicle cat. Get your Jellicle name. Find a Jellicle.
Yeah,
How great is that?
Click get your Jellicle name. That's where you go to morph yourself into a kitty cat.
I love that. You just randomly decided, like, hey, I'm going to do this one day.
No. So if you go back to the home page, the main page. So Mike Abrams from the Wrong Cat Died podcast, which side note, if you love cats, you need to listen to the Wrong Cat Died. His whole thesis is Grisabella was the wrong cat to die. And is
this the guy that you rode the roller coaster with?
Yes. And he spent now 200 episodes with actual cast members from every production you can think of debating whether Grisabella was the wrong cat to die or not. Anyway, so he asked me, he's like, speaking of casting announcements, he texted me a few weeks ago and he was like, is there any way like you could build a tool or something where I can just take a screenshot or forward an email to something and then it'll tell me everyone in that show that just came out if they've ever done a production of Cats? And I was like, hold on, I'll see what I can do. And so that's the Find a Jellicle. So if you can click Find a Jellicle, literally drop in like a screenshot or paste in names of all of the the casting announcements you're literally looking at right now. You could just drop them in here and it's going to use the public Cats Wiki database. It searches through the database real quickly and just tells you if every name from the casting announcement has ever been in a production of Cats. That's so crazy. This idea came for Mike Abrams. And then after I built this for him, I was like, literally Nano Banana had just come out, Google's image gen thing. And so I was like, I just need an excuse to play with Nano Banana. And so then I built the other half of it for fun for Mike. So
and you've got a couple more coming down the pike, but we'll share those later. But yes, if you want to go turn yourself into a Jellicle cat or see if somebody random's been in there, I love that. I think that's great. You're making things more accessible. Is www.areyoujelical.com. That is really cool. You're really good at that. You're very tech heavy, and that's the part that I really want to learn from you because you do have so much cool stuff going on. Shall we continue with the rest of this random, crazy casting news? I think that's all of our news.
We shall.
Yeah. Edward Utomi coming in as Alexander Hamilton for Hamilton. You have Carrie Renee Fuller and Emma Flynn coming in, or flying in, as we should say, to Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Julie Banco was just announced for coming into Ragtime.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah. That was just announced last week. So Julie Banco is coming in. Love her. She's so much.
You're talking about swings and stuff. That's
everything.
Cool.
Let me see if I can figure out the date because I just saw the announcement and I want to make sure I can provide the correct information. Yes. So she's joining the cast. She'll be taking over the role of Emma. And that will be, so she's going to take over the role for a run through March 29th, taking over for Shanna Taub. So, and Shayna will return on March 31st. So that's amazing. Then we move on to the Moulin Rouge.
The Rouge.
Ariana Rosario is going to come as an alternate January 31st. And the one and only Ricky Rojas is coming back as Santiago. I love him.
Yeah.
I can't see anybody. I mean, I've seen multiple Santiagos, but I love Ricky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ricky and Robin still...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Robin Herder just
100%.
Embodied that.
Literally embodied that.
Yes, literally
embodied that. And then we also have 2 new standbys for 2 strangers. Carry a creek. Wow. Carry a creek. They carry the creek across. I told you I am tired. We have Austin Cullum and Jana Laurel Glover. They'll be coming in addition to the already wonderful standbys that are there. Because that show is also very demanding. You've seen 2 Strangers.
I have not.
You have not.
I interviewed Christiane Pitts for last
yes,
episode.
I did see that. She is wonderful. I love her.
So wonderful. So wonderful.
just gracious and pleasant, but so freaking talented. Holy crap. But her and Sam came out for stage work. But yes, I had the pleasure of seeing Two Strangers. I have described it as like a dirtier version of maybe Happy Ending without the robots. There is a song about Tinder. There's a lot of sexual innuendos.
You basically just described Book of Mormon too. But
that's also fair. Yes, Book of Mormon can describe a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's such a great show. The cast recording is starting to take shape. It's wonderful. It's a lot of fun. And the set design is really unique too, because it's just a bunch of suitcases that get moved around, and it's simplistic, but it works. Yeah. But you have two performers on the stage the entire time. So you want to talk about it. And it's a 2.5 hour long show.
Yeah, a two-hander musical where you never leave stage. That's correct. What we talked about that. And I asked about the turntable because I've heard like the turntable is so integral to the show.
Yes, it is.
And they had one in rehearsal for Two Strangers.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, that makes sense for all sorts of reasons.
But... Oh, yeah. I mean, like, that's not something you want to just learn during Tech Week.
I mean, you could,
when it's
but
that
that'd be
integral
really
to
bad.
When is that integral to the show? Yeah. Olivia, I guess, Olivia, are you in New York? Yeah, she said, love Two Strangers. CJ, like, well, yes, I think Olivia, you sound like a New Yorker.
Olivia is very much in New York. She is at a show as often as she can. So yeah,
good people.
It's great. We have some really wonderful members who love to support. I would like to give a shout out to one of our Just in Time members because they made me feel good when I was having a weird day yesterday. They posted in our Just in Time group yesterday. Thanks to this group for being so fun and non-dramatic like other fan groups I'm in, which made me giggle. But through our group, they were able to meet multiple people and actually attend the show together. And that makes me feel good.
Sorry.
Why are you giggling at me?
Why are we at Christopher's comment? I saw Two Strangers carry a house plant across South Carolina. Yep.
Yeah. I love Chris. Chris and Ned are some of my favorite people. And I had dinner with Chris and Ned last night, and I had afternoon tea with Chris and Ned this afternoon. Chris is the one who came up with the idea of some daily games, and we'll talk about that later. But yes, Two Strangers carry a houseplant across South Korea is exactly what I mean when I say Two Strangers. Yes, it was great. I again wanted to go in blind, very much like you. Like, if there was a show I already know, great. But if there is a show I don't know anything about, I kind of want to keep it that way and have a surprise, unless it's something that's traumatic that I don't want to deal with. Uh-oh, did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you were frozen. I have the StreamYard.
It's called active listening.
Like, hello? Oh my!
Active listening.
I'm not used to that. No, but it's really nice to have a really supportive community. I think that's really key, for sure. You're giving me the creepy side eye now because you had to move your camera in. Cool. That's not fun at all.
I was just active listening. I was overactive listening.
That was terrifying. But I could see the earwax need a little bit of cleaning behind your headphones. Yeah. No, behind them. They're coming out.
These are actually vacuums. They just like... Yeah.
Gross, dude.
Yeah.
No, you and I were talking about this earlier because my next month and a half is about to get really crazy with Disney on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Are you jealous?
I am. I am a Disney adult. I'm a Disney adult.
But I can see the park from my house. You cannot.
Can you? You live that close, really?
Yeah. I mean, Universal Studios, I point because it's my window right there, is that way.
I can feel the subway from my house. Is that cool?
That's like a free massage.
If you're laying down.
Yeah.
If
you're standing, it's like...
Hey, I got a subway!
I like the AI video that shows the subway of the future where the subway goes underneath the house and the kid drops down into the tube and it takes them to school. Have you seen that one?
Dude. One day I'll have vacuum tubes.
You have vacuum tubes for ears right now, so you're fine. But yes, the Festival of the Arts is going to be starting this Friday at Epcot. I am freaking excited because the lineup is always wonderful, but extra super awesome because it's a lot of newbies who have graced the stages for years but have not been to the Festival of the Arts. So this week and going through, let's see, January 16th, 18th, 19th, 22nd, it's pretty much every other day. You have Adam Jacobs of Aladdin royalty.
Mm-hmm.
And the one and only Isabella McCullough who I had the pleasure of meeting Izzy during Water for Elephants, also from Aladdin. Sierra Bogus, so, Little Mermaid, royalty. Jelani Remy, Lion King. Anastasia McCleskey, I can never say that right, from Tarzan, and Josh Strickland, Tarzan fame. Mandy Gonzalez, that little unknown name from Aida, one of my favorite shows, and Sunset Boulevard, and God, everything else. Kissy Simmons, who was one of the very first Disney on Broadway performers I ever met, and just so sweet, from The Lion King. Ashley Brown from Mary Poppins, and new for this year, Ainsley Ham from Aladdin / Boop. We could go see Boop, who's also. Boop. And then the last couple of dates, 2 brand new people you may have heard. This girl called Susan Egan.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, I don't know. Mm-mm. And then this guy, he's kind of, I don't know, James Monroe Eichelhart.
Yeah, he's this up and coming dude.
And they're performing together. Like, these are all pairs that are performing
Susan
together.
Susan Egan and JMI are together?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I gotta send him a message about that. I'm sure he shit his pants. That's gotta be awesome.
Oh, I'm sure. And I will be going live for each one of these shows as frequently as possible. But what a freaking lineup. Like, good job, Disney on Broadway. And I'm very excited I get to see the one and only Jim Abbott. He is in town. So I'm ready to live my best Disney on Broadway fangirl life.
As you should.
As I should. You can always come down to Orlando. You've done it before.
As I could. What are the dates of JMI and Egan?
Yeah. So that would be.
Got my pen in my hand.
February 14th, 17th, 18th, 20th, and 21st.
You said a lot of numbers real fast. February 14th.
17th.
17th, yeah.
18th.
18th.
20th.
20th.
And 21st.
21st. So that's JMI.
So Valentine's Day, the weekend after Valentine's Day. Yes, the Tuesday. So Valentine's Day, which is a Saturday, the Tuesday and Wednesday the following week, and the Friday and Saturday.
Well, I will check it out. Maybe I can bring a kid or two down and we can see some things.
Bring them both, as long as we can go golfing again so I can be made fun of. It'd be great. Yes, a couple of weeks ago, Alan brought one of his kiddos down for a birthday trip. And I was very appreciative to receive the invite to go to Topgolf, except I'm terrible at Topgolf. But I was entertaining and amusing, no?
Yes. Yeah. My older son, I took him to Universal for his birthday and gave you the heads up, and you met us at golf, and we got some pretty decent golf food and played
yes, you did.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he was impressed with your lack of skills.
Yes, I think you said that's what he said, was that it was his favorite part, that I was so bad at it.
He also said, he's like, didn't she say she's played before? Like, yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Anyway,
thank you for coming out. Really good. Oh, you're so welcome. Anyways. Yeah, so give us some insight for people that are still hanging with us. Give us some insight behind Broadway Podcast Network. I wanna get into the nitty gritty of it for a hot minute. Now that we've done all the casting announcements.
The nitty gritty. Well, first of all, Christopher says he's feeling under the weather tonight. I think that means he's feeling under the weather. So feel better.
He's been feeling under the weather the last couple of days, like everybody in the world is.
VPN. We've got some good plans this year for some good partnerships that we haven't announced yet, and this is the fun time where everyone starts planning their ad campaigns for the spring, and so involved in. Oh, that was replied to Jeffrey. So Jeffrey, Amber's feeling under the weather. Yes, Amber is
feeling under the weather. I love that you're reaching out to my comments, but you give me shit when I reach out to my comments.
Me? I give you shit
sometimes.
I don't give no. To answer Jeffrey's question, Amber is under the weather. So I was very appreciative that I happened to be on the phone with Alan discussing something for tomorrow and said, hey, what are you doing at 8:00 tonight? And he goes, I could do that. Yeah, I'll put on the hoodie.
Thanks. Come and hang out for a little bit. Talk some shit. It's great. Yes.
No, BPN. We I have some plans to create some new content with the network. Onboard some new people. The partnerships. And then
how many shows are currently running on the network?
We have in the roster 190. I want to say.
That's a lot.
Yeah. There's a lot. I have plans, given the tech side that you mentioned I was interested in. There's a lot of opportunity to consolidate into an all-knowing brain, for lack of a better term.
Love that. I just want to show everybody the platform.
So we have 15,000 episodes across all the podcasts, which is months and months of listening time. And so if you had a brain that knew everything spoken about in all of the episodes at every time code, it would make a great recommendation engine, or a great, way to keep up with how people get to where they are, or how shows even came to be. So that's like on my plans to build this sort of thing over the next few months.
I'm just showing everybody how many incredible podcasts there are. It's not just our show. There's a lot. There's a whole lot. And there's everything from behind the scenes to people who are involved with shows, talking shows. Oh, look, there's us right there. To deep dives of Broadway history, theater history.
The scripted originals are interesting too, because all of our scripted originals are Broadway stars. They're not they're not Broadway stories, but they're all starring Broadway voices.
It's so cool. There's so many really incredible opportunities out there to pick up a new podcast or two through the network. So it's BroadwayPodcastNetwork.com. So make sure, what did Chris say? And that is why I decided nobody needs another podcast, especially for me. Yes, we were talking about this earlier today, is that there's so many podcasts, but you find some really good, valuable ones like ours and like Alan's, and go check out the network, because there's a lot of opportunity to learn and have a nice new show to listen to.
Like anything else, Chris, not Christopher. I don't know if you like to be called Chris. Not all 190 are releasing, right? So there are some originals that have now pod faded or retired. Some new ones that are still going. Some active ones that are on hiatus. So there's always different content popping up at different times. So if you did want to start another one, you know where to find me.
He should, as he should. He totally should. But yeah, it's a really interesting time to be part of the network, and it's a lot of fun. I can randomly call on you to be like, hi, do you want to do a show where I'm really tired and you're just coming in blind? So that's cool.
It's kind of the best way. If I have to prepare, then I get all nervous about saying the wrong thing. But
who prepares? Not me. No. I'm prepared to go to bed at a reasonable time. Who says that? But me, right now. It's 32 degrees outside in sunny Florida.
In Florida?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are we in the upside down?
No, we should be, but no, this is going to be like the next week.
It is 36 here in New York.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn.
So you have a heat wave.
So apparently.
Jackson,
my younger one today, was like, can I wear shorts tomorrow? I'm like, no. Why? Because it's cold. How do you know? We're outside right now, dude.
He's a teenager. Or almost teenager.
Jackson, that's a 9.5-year-old.
Oh, you said older son, and I was like, what? I paid attention for 5 seconds. You did. You're having a day too.
Other son. Because other to you, because you haven't met Jackson. You only met Logan.
No, I met both of them at the studio.
Oh, right. Yeah, they were both there at the studio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, do you want to tell people about the cool studio space?
In 56 over here in the WordPress. Christopher uses WordPress. Okay, anyway. I don't know what WP is.
Winter Park.
Oh, Winter Park, Minnesota?
No, here. Just on the other side of town.
Oh, geography. The studio. Oh, yeah. So, interestingly enough, welcome to timesquare.com. It sounds like a giant ad today.
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, welcome to timesquare.com. So the fine folks over there have a wonderful podcast studio that, through some mutual connections, they reached out to me and they were like, hey, come film here and record in here. So if you see if you're watching any of my episodes or some of the other podcast episodes of the network and you see us in a studio, then it is the welcome to timesquare.com studio. And the fun thing about them is that, give them a quick little plug, that you can go to welcome to timesquare.com. You can get for like $120 or something. Like I don't remember what the cost is. It's under 150.
It depends on what you're doing it for. If it's business, it's one. If it's a personal, like happy birthday or something. This is the live stream right now, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yep. Live stream. But you can get your own face, your own picture and video up on a Times Square billboard. So that's,
which I think is really cool.
Which is very
right
cool.
now. There's 7.7 million views. Is that that's insane?
I don't know over what time period.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, right now that's what it says. So it's great. But yeah, it's a really cool place, and you've done a really nice job building out the studio. So good job for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. But yeah, I mean, we've got some cool, exciting news coming up this week that Alan is going to be sharing, and I will share to you guys. Did we freeze? Are you frozen?
I'm
No.
not frozen. You're not
I'm
frozen.
not frozen. Thank you for being concerned, Chris. Nope. I feel like I'm frozen. Damn it, that siren gave it away.
Oh yeah, I'm in Brooklyn.
That's just a lullaby. But yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up here with Broadway Fan Club, with a couple of giveaways, some really new fun sponsorships and partnerships, and we'll be keeping you guys abreast of all the situations.
Yeah, yes, we will.
Yeah, she
Well, they will.
Do you want to give your podcast a pimp for a second, even though you've been talking about the whole time, because it's really cool?
Oh my goodness, my podcast. Yeah, so I'm the Theater Podcast with Alan Seals. I have my first guest was Ariana DeBose when she was in Donna Summer. That tells you when I first started.
428 episodes.
400 some episodes ago. I've done a lot more actually because I didn't number the bonuses. This is just numbers.
That's how we are too. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There's my page. I've interviewed Eddie Izzard, Patty LaPone, Stephanie J. Block, Christiana Pitts, of course, his latest one. I'm literally editing tomorrow's episode on this other screen with Wayne Brady. Hey, there's Mike Abrams from The Wrong Cat Died. Kate Baldwin was great. Baker's Wife. Yes, Ariana was in Baker's Wife most recently, as was Kevin DeLaguila right there. Gabrielle Nevea right there. Interestingly enough, she's Gabby, not Gabby, Patty Newby in Stranger Things.
Oh, she's so sweet.
So
cute.
I'm too old to know her from her actual fame, which is she was huge on like the remake of All That in Nickelodeon the last couple of years.
Was she? And I love the original All That. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she's a huge Nickelodeon star. Didn't
love
realize
that.
Anyway, but yeah, I like to get into the mental health, what makes you different, how do you manage the stress of the success kind of stuff, and just like what makes me different. I really like to just have authentic conversations and not go like question and answer.
Right.
And,
just a conversation. Yeah.
So I'll talk about, like, I've talked about string theory with people. Physics and I forget who it was most recently. It was Sadie Dickerson, who's now in Just in Time, was a competitive swimmer.
Oh, that's cool.
Before she got decided she was going to theater. So it's like whatever makes your eyes light up. Like that's what I love getting into, and that's what I'll continue.
Do you have a signature question though? Because you've heard my signature question, but do you have a signature question?
I have 3 standard closing questions.
Okay.
That I am now going on the script. 3 standard closing questions I use to wrap up every show. The first one, very simply, is what motivates you.
Okay.
Second is, what advice would you give to your younger self and younger people listening now, starting out in a similar path? And the third one, fun, hardest, last one. If you could only see one show for the rest of your life, you can see it as many times as you want.
Ooh. Okay, love that. So what are your answers for those?
Mine? Oh.
Yeah. Flip the script, baby.
Put me on the spot here.
You're welcome.
I would like to see like what got me into theater and made me realize that I wanted to be in it, other than like growing up and listening to the Webbers and the and the classical, I'll call it the classical kind of stuff, was Rent. And I could see Rent over and over again.
How did you feel about the live version of it though, like the TV version. Okay, noted.
Yeah, I still like theater better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. And what motivates right now? My family.
Okay,
like
love that.
Keeping them, making sure they're happy and growing and healthy, and giving back to giving the energy back that I feel like I've been lucky enough to receive at this point, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You get what you put into it. And
that's why I like, I mean, you know this kind of firsthand. Like I like to help people kind of for no reason, but it is fun because I feel like if everyone helps each other, then we all just become better people. It sounds stupid and cliche.
No, it costs nothing to be kind. No, but I've always been the person, like, if I'm taking a step up, I'm reaching my hand back to bring somebody else along.
Yeah.
Like, it's really important. Like, you have to maintain that because otherwise, as a society, we kind of lose a lot.
Yeah. And then what my younger advice for myself would be, don't try to be anybody other than you. You don't need to worry about how your voice sounds. You don't need to worry about what your body looks like.
You do have a very radio voice.
Why, thank you. No, I mean in terms of, again, going back to Rent. I'm like, I want to see Rent, but I can't sing like that. I'm a baritone. I could sing just in time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a crooner. I'm not a rock singer. And
I have yet to hear you sing, and now I am determined.
it took me forever to be okay with that. And I was always trying to like stretch my range and do that. You know, it's like, whatever. But, you know, at one point I was just like, you know what? This is who I am, and I'm going to find something that'll work.
Right. Yeah, you have to just accept who you are, and you can work on things that are only within your control.
Yeah. So, and then I was always like 6'1" and 150 pounds forever, and I was a skinny little pole, and I was like, I want to have muscles and be like the cool people. And then, nope, I could still be skinny.
150 pounds and tall, skinny pole, right? No.
So, yeah, I mean, when I just basically, you know, I would say the last 10 years, and I'm 45, kind of got to this point where I was like, I'm going to just be the best me I can. And it was kind of like a weight just gone.
Yeah, it does kind of, but I don't know if it's an age thing or if it's just like, you know, you get like the Lethal Weapon, like I'm too old for this shit. But like, you get to that point, you're just like, I just don't care. And like, it's not that you don't care because you don't care. You're just like, I don't need to listen to the nagging voices, whether it's my voice or somebody else's. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. Somebody else will. If you don't want to hire me for this, somebody else will. Like, you have to have that faith and that momentum. I recently have been doing like a lot of, I wouldn't say soul searching, but I've been doing like a lot of like self-thought. And like your brain is really fascinating. I know you and I have talked about it before, like where it fills in the gaps. Like it has its own narrative, but it never wants to narrate the positive. Like your brain is naturally wired to fill in the gaps with like bad, negative stuff because it's easier to close the gap that way than to like be like, this is going to happen and this awesome thing's happening, where people feel like they're being false to themselves. So it's really rewriting that narrative. It's got to be hard.
It is. It's very hard, especially if, you know, you're raised in a society where you're taught everybody else is doing that too. You know, you don't have that role model for you.
Right. You got to be your own role model sometimes, though, too.
What is your answer to those three?
Way to put me on the spot. What motivates me?
I want everybody listening too. Put your one show you would see for the rest of your life. Drop it in the chat.
Yeah, drop it alongside. What motivates me? I think the pursuit of being happy, like ultimate happy, and just trying to make sure that people are safe and sound, and that we leave the world a better place than when we came into it. I know it's like a Miss America question answer. Yep. What show could I see over and over again for the rest of my life? There's only one show. Oh my God, that's hard. I don't want to cop out and say Phantom, but Phantom. There's so many facets. I mean, I'm surrounded by like my Phantom stuff right now. I'm like, yeah, Phantom. In any iteration, definitely Phantom. And then as I'm trying to clear my voice, remind me of the third one because my brain's not working.
Advice to your younger self.
Thank you. Make sure that you give yourself credit, learn to trust in yourself.
There you go.
Yeah, that's something that I'm working on wholeheartedly too. Like, we talk about it, and I've talked about with you, like, I don't make a New Year's resolution. I just try to do something every month. And that was my goal for this month, is to learn to trust the process and learn to trust myself.
Nice. Oh, Christopher Levy says Music Man. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. You should see. I will take a picture. Chris will take a picture and I'll send it to you. Chris has the most extensive library of books and lyrics and it's incredible. He knows. He's been there. And we analyze, because he has on his TV, he has like an overview, like it's a flyover of all of New York City. But he's like, what's the construction that's on this corner? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's upside down and backwards. It really is it's a fun thing. But yeah. But I know I've taken up so much of your time, and I appreciate you joining and kind of saving the day here so we could at least put out an episode of fun stuff, because there's so much exciting news out.
I know. This is going to be the beginning of an exciting spring season.
God, I hope so. I feel like there's just been so many things that are just like, okay, that's happening. But like, I just want to get to that point.
Library's going to have a cage match with, what's his name from the Theater Lovers? Will? Rachel and Will from the Theater Lovers?
Oh, he loves the Theater Lovers.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like it.
Chris, send me a picture of the library. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we need to get him and Will in a cage match.
I'm here for that. Chris Levy has the longest, most luxurious beard, and he is like Santa, but better.
It reminds me of he has the gorgeous hair running all down his back. Too bad it's not on his head.
Oh, no. But, just lovely. Yes, Will, who always brags about having a bigger library than most universities.
It's not the size of the library, guys.
It's the contents that matter?
The content of the lyrics?
Maybe? No, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, with that being said, tell people where they can find you besides letting me harass you for an hour on a Monday night randomly.
Oh, my goodness. You can get me. I am on Instagram. My personal one is Alan Seals. My theater podcast one is theater_podcast. It's theater with a TRE. An easy link to get to the website is ttp.fm. And that will get you all the episodes and the easiest way to listen to the podcast. Let's see, what else do I have? Broadway Podcast Network, of course. BroadwayPodcastNetwork.com and that is the name on all the socials. Mm-hmm. I'm on TikTok. I post some things. If anybody wants to help me with TikTok, please. I don't know what I'm doing.
I can help with TikTok, and that was a conversation for another day, because I had a very nice conversation with Chris and Ned today, and we're trying to figure out where social media standards are with Broadway. I feel like that's a whole other hour.
Oh boy. Yep, that's a whole separate podcast.
It sure is. But thank you so much for joining. I'll talk to you backstage. Guys, thanks for joining us on a wacky Monday. I hope that you guys have had a lovely weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Remember, when Broadway is dark, we keep the ghost light burning every Monday. Make sure you check us out as I lose my voice because it's the end of the show. It's great. www.thebroadwayfanclub.com if you want to go right to all of our other episodes. You can check us out at, oh my goodness, I'm scrolling and things are happening. You can go right to the Broadway Podcast Network.com, or you can actually go to onlybroadwayfans.com, which you can find linked through the BroadwayFanClub.com.
I forgot we got to do something with that domain.
Oh, yes, my Only Broadway Fans. It's great. That's my favorite thing, and people giggle all the time with it.
Only Broadway Fans. Hello, Carlos. Nice to see you. You caught the end of the show.
Welcome. But yes, we appreciate you guys for joining us, and we'll be back the same bat time, same bat channel next Monday night. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.